Good morning, everybody. It's time for quick video on the most recent completion here. I think, no, I've made a couple since then, but not necessarily video worthy, right? So anyway, I'll try to. I was thinking I don't have anything really judgmental to say about other people today, or other knife makers, or no complaints with world politics. So it won't be a very long video. This is, first thing you'll notice is this is all black, but I don't know if we can get in here close enough to show that in fact it's actually Damascus. It's Damascus that has been fully parkerized, and the project of this was to make, the fellow wanted a Damascus knife, and it's going in service. So we needed everything to be black and non-reflective, non-shiny. So it's Parkerized Damascus. As well, you'll see that it has a, by the way, I call this the Nomad. This is either a third or fourth one of these I've made, and I enjoy them. I think they have a place in the world. This has a, what I call sort of it's a Yankee Tanto. It's a Tanto type blade, which changes the grinding, because I'm not grinding a full sort of distal taper in from here to here. It's a flat grind from here to here. If that makes any sense, and then from here to here is its own distinct grind. It's not a continuous grind. That allows me to keep a good full, almost full thickness back of the knife, except for this last 1.5 inches of the Tanto end, and then it's a taper. What that does is it keeps a lot of meat behind this cutting edge. If something or someone needs to be stabbed, there's a lot of meat to back up the personal end of this knife. So anyway, there's that, and it's steel guard that has been parkerized as well. And I blast it with my, I got some real fine coal slag. I call this frosted. And then, thank you, Niels Vandenberg, for bringing me a small handful of just absolutely spectacular African red bush willow. This stuff is harder than hammered hell. And of course, it's full takedown. How do things? Pretty. Anyway, get the idea. Fighter. Now, this sheath, which I'll show. You know, I'm going to point this out. Now, this was taught to me by, I forget who, I think Jerry Radis. A lot of guys have their straps on their knives like this, and then they unsnap them like that. Well, mine go the other way. And that's because if this is hanging, it's a right-handed knife, right-handed sheath, right-handed knife. It could be, you never know. But if this is hanging, imagine this is a person's body and this is hanging on their right hip. As you're going forward, if this was aimed to the front, it would be snagging and catching on things. That way, as you're going through the brush or whatever, things roll over and are deflected off the strap. So that's why my straps go that way. And then we've got all these little goofy gadgets, and that's because on the back is this clip I got that is also adjustable for different heights. It can be moved up or down, and man, it is one stout plastic hook, and this can get hooked onto molly loops, who knows what could be done with that. So this quickly, this Damascus is 1080, 1095, 15N20. I like the performance out of that combination that I get once you get some up into the 300 layer and 1/4 inch thick. You've got some good carbon migration, and basically ends up being about a 1084. So just quickly, I'm just going to do this real quick. This has a utility finial, which also, even though it's stainless steel, I don't know if we can tell by looking here, it is sandblasted. So it's flat, it's not shiny. Here's our, so this is for the guy who gets this doesn't know it's coming yet, but eventually he's going to get this video. So I want him to take out this finial, and then don't just pull this stuff off, but like I've said in every single video I almost ever do, I'm going to take my hand and push off on the guard. I want the guard and handle coming off separate times. Push that handle and guard. Push the handle off of the guard. Then we can take the guard. These are free floating pins, right? Free floating stainless pins, 5/8 length, 1/16 inch pins. And how can we, I don't know if we can get in here and see fit and finish on things or whatever. Nomad, okay. And I always like to put one pin in the handle, the opposite pin in the guard. That way when we slide them together, the longer pin is going to start in the handle, and that'll sort of set up the other one for going in. And there it is. There's our knife assembled. I don't even need the finial. Okay, so now the other thing is, what I like to say is this is not a lug nut on an F250. It's just a 1032 thread, 5/16 stainless finial. Once this thing is bottomed out and all the parts are together, all you got to do is just tighten it just a little bit. There's no reason to go any tighter. That could be problematic. So anyway, here is Anderson Forge Nomad Red Bush Willow Parkerized Damascus, and hopefully she is never needed. All right, you guys take care. Play with sharp stuff.